12,000 years ago, before the Great Flood reshaped our planet, humanity faced its darkest trial. A time when the Earth was shared with colossal beings, giants who towered above us, ruled our lands, and hunted without mercy. This is the forgotten saga of mankind's most dangerous migration. A world of vanished civilizations, monstrous beings, and desperate survival. Welcome to the Age of Titans. Earth looked different 12,000 years ago. Ice sheets locked much of the northern hemisphere in frozen silence. Sea levels sat 400 feet lower than today, revealing fertile plains that are now hidden beneath oceans. Humanity thrived in pockets of warmth and abundance, but paradise would not last. Ancient texts speak of their arrival, the Nephilim, the Titans, the Daityas. From distant mountains, from starry skies, or born of gods and mortals, they came. To the tribes of early humans, their footsteps shook the earth like thunder. These beings stood twice, even 3 times the height of man. Some 15 feet, some rumored at 30, stronger than oxen, faster than horses, and hungrier than any predator alive. At first, humans looked upon them as gods. Offerings were made, songs sung in awe. But worship turned to terror when the giants grew restless and hungry. Legends whisper of villages stripped bare overnight, livestock devoured in a single meal. To the giants, humanity was food, nothing more. Parents taught children to be silent at night. Hunters abandoned fertile valleys. Humanity learned fear not of beasts, but of towering figures that stalked the earth. Driven from rich lands, tribes fled. They followed rivers into deserts, trekked across frozen plains, and climbed mountains in search of safety. Every step was a gamble against death. Some hid in caves deep within mountains. There, humanity lit fires in darkness, listening to the distant echoes of giants hunting above. To survive, humans began building defenses, stone walls, wooden fortresses. But what is a wall to a being that could crush it with a single step? Some humans did not flee. They served. Entire settlements became labor camps, where men and women were forced to build monuments too massive for human strength. Were these the megaliths we see today? Legends claim the giants shared forbidden knowledge, secrets of metal, of stars, of war. Knowledge that lifted mankind, but chained it to their masters. Not all humans bowed. In whispered tales, warriors armed with fire and stone dared to rise against their oppressors. Few survived, but their defiance became legend. Across cultures, giants were linked to gods of the sky. Were they descendants of divine beings? Or something far older, born of a forgotten race? In Greek myth, the Titans ruled before the Olympians. They were described as vast, immortal beings, so powerful, even gods feared them. Were these myths echoes of real giants? The book of Genesis tells us, "There were giants in the earth in those days. These were the Nephilim, mighty, terrifying, said to be born of angels and mortals." In Hindu texts, the Daityas were beings of great strength who fought even the gods. They were said to tower over humans, ruling vast kingdoms in ages long forgotten. In Norse sagas, the Jötnar giants were forces of chaos, always at war with gods and men. They lived in frozen wastes, reminding us of the ice world humanity once crossed. Chinese legends speak of dragon kings, giant rulers of rivers and seas. Some were described as impossibly tall, their kingdoms hidden beneath the waters. Among Native American stories, thunder beings stood enormous in size, their power linked to storms. To witness one was both a blessing and a death sentence. Even without giants, the world was perilous. Mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and towering ground sloths roamed the earth. Humanity was fragile, caught between monsters of flesh and monsters of myth. Sunken ruins across the world suggest civilizations that vanished. Were they crushed by the flood, or by the reign of giants before it? Some myths speak of giants demanding blood sacrifices. Was this terror or ritual? Did humans appease them with offerings to buy survival? Tribes that fled were hunted. Giants followed across plains, across rivers. Some legends describe them striding through oceans as if walking in shallow streams. From this terror came heroes. Half-giant, half-human champions appear in countless myths. Heracles, Gilgamesh, Samson. Warriors who could challenge the titans themselves. Some myths tell of weapons forged by gods' fire from the sky, thunderbolts, divine swords. Were these metaphors or remnants of lost technology? Then, the skies changed. Across the world, myths describe storms, endless rains, and oceans rising. The age of giants was ending. Waters surged over coastlines. Cities drowned. The giants, once hunters, became the hunted, struggling against a deluge they could not conquer. Texts claim the flood was sent to erase them, to cleanse the earth of beings that corrupted creation. Whether divine punishment or natural cataclysm, the giants fell. Humans built boats, rafts, and vessels. Families carried fire, food, and hope. They sailed into storms, praying to see land beyond the flood.
It's all right, my dears. We're almost there.
The fertile valleys where giants once roamed now lie beneath oceans: Atlantis, Beringia, Doggerland. Worlds swallowed, memories drowned. After the flood, survivors spread across continents. They built anew, carrying stories of giants to warn their children of the world before. These stories became myth, scripture, legend, warnings written in stone and song. Beware the giants who once ruled the earth. Today, we find scattered clues bones of great size, ruins beneath seas, ancient texts echoing the same tale, evidence of a truth we cannot ignore. Whether flesh or myth, the giants shaped us. They forced us to migrate, to adapt, to fight, to build. Without them, would humanity have become what it is today? The Age of Titans ended with a flood, but their shadow endures. In every story, every ruin, every legend whispered across time, the giants live on. And perhaps, somewhere, their bones still sleep beneath the seas. The Age of Titans may be gone, but the shadows of their reign still haunt our past. From sunken temples to ancient texts, humanity's memory is clear. We survived a world of giants. And as science uncovers more lost civilizations beneath the oceans, one question remains: what else is still waiting to be rediscovered? This was the Age of Titans, before the Deluge. You've been watching Make My Day, where history, myth, and adventure collide. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and never stop seeking the truth.